All right, today we're going to learn about repairing photographs, and we're going to do it with Pixlr and the clone and heal tools combined, because these two, one does one thing really well and the other does another thing really well. We've talked about the clone tool a bit before, but clone tool is really good for large areas and just details that are easy to replicate. But the heal tool is an amazing tool. And so we're going to try that out first. The heal tool is over here. It looks like a Band-Aid. So you click on that. And my advice is to zoom in. And the brush size, remember, you can adjust the brush size with the plus key and the minus key. Or no, excuse me, the period key and the comma key. So you can make it bigger with a period, smaller with a comma. So this tool, what it does is it selects areas from around the plus sign that you see right there, and it just fills in that area with whatever the texture and the color is. And so for something like this, it really works well. So the best thing for you to do is kind of zoom in, and there's a couple of things you need to worry about, be careful of with this. It works really well. You can see on cracks like this and folded stuff. But you don't want to get too close to the edge, because look what happens if I go like this. Notice it kind of picks up what's on the edge of what you're doing. So remember, the Control Z is undo. But for just taking care of cracks and blemishes, it does a really nice job, especially when it's kind of a solid background. And you can see it's kind of making things fuzzy. So something like this, for example, it's okay, except that we just took part of her nostril. So you can use it for things like that, but I would say the clone tool would probably be a better bet. So let me undo that. So again, for things like this, and I don't even have to have the brush this big. It's probably better if it's a little bit smaller anyway. It's just a click, click, click. You just click around the areas that look like they need to be reduced. And it's really good on little spots. That one, see that's picking up the edge there. So that's not going to work. But if the spot were on the inside, it would work really well. So let's just look at her face here. I'm going to make it, again, a little bit smaller. And so you can see, even if these were scars, we'd be taking them away. But you can see, like on her nose, for example, let me get real close there. You got this. That could even be a scar. But what I would suggest you do is use the tool close up and smaller. Okay, this one up here. Just a bunch of clicks to get it to work, and it really does a very nice job of it. Now, doing something like this area, the clone tool might work, but I'm not. I mean, the heal tool. I'm not sure, because you see it's also picking up the white. So I could keep clicking, and it seems to work if I'm careful about it. Yeah, that actually worked pretty well. So that wasn't too bad. So you can see it kind of works well. But down here on the chin, that's going to be a bit of a challenge, okay? Because if we do this, what it's going to do is going to blur the line between her chin and her neck, and I think it might remove the chin. Let's just kind of zoom in again and take another look. So if I did it here, it kind of gives her this weird look. So this is where I would say use the clone tool. And remember, the clone tool is this stamp looking thing up here. And so what you want to do is pick up an area that's close to the area that you want to do. I would say, you know what, I think I'm going to use the heal tool on these cracks first, because then I've got a nice clean area to work with. So the heal tool is a little bit too big here. So let's clean up these cracks a little bit. So then I'm working with something that's nice and clear with the clone tool. All right, so there we go. So now when I want to go into clone, I want this little darker area down here to be where I want to clone. So I'm going to click on the clone tool, and remember, it starts on source, but let's say you're on paint. If you hold down the shift key and just click in the area where you want to start, I think it's a little, my brush is too big, so I'm going to try it again. I click on this area, hold down the shift key and click. That's the area I'm going to start with, and I'm just going to move up here and just kind of go a little bit at a time. So you can see that I just want to keep her chin from looking too weird. Okay. So that might be just a little too much. But you see what I'm saying is I'm trying to, and here's the other thing that you need to know is that working like this with the clone tool, see that's a little too dark. I'm going to undo a couple times here. Working like this with the clone tool, you can then go back with the heal tool to kind of fix what you did to make it just look a little bit better. See, now I've got something that's going on here. But the other thing is, if you were to zoom out, okay, it's not as noticeable. I mean, if I go in here and I go back to the heal tool, let's do the heal tool, and take this area that's a little bit messy right now, make it a certain size, and if I click like that, you can see it kind of smooths things out again, so it's not quite as bad. And then maybe if I just take the heal tool here, I don't know, that's it does, yeah, it looks like it could use a little bit more work. So I'm going a little too fast on this. If you want to do something like this right, you actually have to take some time and really kind of work on it. Okay. But again, undo can bring you back. So with the heal tool here, I can just kind of, because I want to keep her chin, I want to make it look like she actually has a chin. And then this area down here, yeah, see, I took a bit of her shirt. So it's kind of it's something that you have to play with. But let's look over here now. Let's look at her jacket. Now this is where the clone tool is going to really come into play, because we have to sort of recreate her jacket right here. And that's a tough one. I mean, the heal tool is great right here. Look, for all these sort of cracks in the picture, all of a sudden her leather jacket is looking pretty good again, except for the seams right here. See this seam right here? This is where I would go for the cloning tool. So I'm going to click on the cloning tool, and you want to keep the seam. So if I click on the seam right there, and then I go like this and I just follow it down, you see I'm recreating the seam with the clone tool. Now if I click right here, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. So you can see this part right here is undamaged. So if I shift and click, I'm selecting this area. If I go down here, if I do it right, and you can see, so I just got to go back and do it again. It takes a little bit of a steady hand, but hang on, let's try that one more time. There we go. Almost. But again, if you zoom out, you kind of don't really notice it. And going back to so it's a back and forth with the heal tool and the clone tool. And again, adjust the size of the brush as you're doing this, because this is, again, too giant right here. So I'm going to make it going like this. All right. So now I want to do something with this shoulder right here. And it's going to be kind of tough, because that's a lot of area that's been taken away. But again, the clone tool is going to be where it might help me. So I'm going to click on the clone tool, and I'm going to make well, first of all, let's see how big the brush is. I'm going to shift click over here. All right, so I want the brush to be bigger. Okay, so now watch this. If I shift click right here, it's going to be tricky. And I move up here a little bit. Look at that. See, I'm moving the shoulder here. Okay, so now I've got to do something up here. So again, I'm going to have to make this smaller. Okay, so I'm going to take this area right here, shift click, and go down here. It's not perfect. It's going to take a little bit of work. Okay, but then for example, if I take the heal tool, go back up here, and I use this heal tool, that's not working. This again would be let me get the clone tool. So let me go to the clone tool again, shift click right here. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to shift click right here. Okay, and then just click. Hold on, I'm in the wrong area. There. There you go. So now I'm cleaning up this area right here. And don't worry, if I go along the edge too much, if I'm off the edge, I can just crop the picture later on anyway. But what I might want to be doing here is I might want to get instead of a fuzzy brush, get a hard brush. And again, if I click in this area with a, okay, right here in this area with a hard sort of surface, oops, Control Z, shift click, and then watch. It's going to be lining it up. Oops, nope. A little higher, nope. A little higher. There we go. And so it's again, it's playing with it now, and I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to do that. But again, down here with the cloning tool, I make this a little bit smaller. And I clone this area right here. It's Control Z. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Shift click. Go up like this and like this, or maybe actually I should actually drag it a little bit. It's not perfect. This is where I don't want a hard brush. This is where I want a fuzzy brush. But you get the idea that if you play with it a little bit, and then you go back to the healing tool, the healing tool will hopefully take some of those hard edges away. I know this is looking messy, but what I'm trying to say is the combination of the two tools, if you play with them enough, you can actually, look, I've got a shoulder there. Now, let me just show you what the shoulder looked like before. That's what the shoulder looked like before, and then that's what I did with it. Now, of course, there needs to be more work, but if you zoom out, once again, if you zoom out, it looks almost okay. So what I want you to do today is I want you to sort of play around with the heal tool and the cloning tool and see if you can repair a photo. I mean, do your best, take your time, and as I said before, use a smaller brush size and decide on which tool is best. Again, the heal tool does a fantastic job with all these cracks right here. Again, stay away from the edges, but it can do a really an amazing job. And then when you get down to the other stuff, that's when the cloning tool comes in. I didn't do a very good job right here because I got too close to her sweater. But you see what I'm saying. So have fun with this, and don't be afraid to use the eraser tool for things like this. Again, with the eraser tool, let me just make it bigger. And this is a hard brush here. I take the eraser tool down here and click and hold down the shift key, and I go up like this. Notice it just cuts that edge off that I just made. And you could also possibly use the paintbrush. So what if I clicked on this and chose the color, picked a color. Now notice I'm on the color picture, so it's saying what color, what color. And so this color here is about as close as it can get. I've got a hard brush. I want to get a hard brush with this one. And if I paint this, watch this. It's the same color. Now again, it's not the same texture, so that's where this probably wouldn't work. But if you did it on a smaller scale, in little areas that are sort of hard to see, it wouldn't be as noticeable. So anyway, have fun with this, and try out the heal tool, try out the clone tool, and do your best.